Hi, it's Sandra here from Create in Spain, and today I decided to do a little bit of experimentation, so I'm letting you see what I'm up to. I have on my desk a piece of overhead projector film or acetate, that sort of thing, and I have a stencil that I've got taped down over the top of it, so I actually want to stencil onto the acetate. But I decided to change it up a bit and go a bit OTT. So I have a couple of different things here. I have my sparkly paste from Lidl, which is 3D Deluxe. You cannot see it in the jar, but it is it is actually quite sparkly. Okay, but you can't see the colours in there or anything. And I have some food colourings that I have decanted into tiny little bottles for ease of use. I also have some white glitter. So, playtime. Right, I've got a palette knife or two. So I'm going to start off by putting on the medium. Now this is an acrylic medium, and I'm just going to slap it on directly from the jar, because I can put this back into the jar because I haven't added any colours yet. So I give it a good coating and just swipe the rest away. So no wastage here, which is quite nice. So we're done with that. Now that on its own would look pretty, so I would be more than happy to see that on acetate. But, well, what the heck. I've decided to use some colours on it as well. Now I'm using food colouring simply because I've got a variety of colours in the food colouring that I don't necessarily have in inks, and I just wanted to add some random colours in here, and believe me, I have no idea how this is going to turn out. So if it turns out great, wonderful. If it doesn't, well, learned something. And what other colour did I put pink in? I can't remember. Did I put blue in? I'm not sure actually if I got blue on there or not. Maybe I did. Yeah, I think maybe I did. Alright, okay. Let's see what happens. I'm going to go over it with that. And like that. Okay, and now here's the fun bit. I'm going to go over the entire lot with glitter. I have plenty of this stuff, so I'm not worried about wastage. I've got oodles of it. There we go. Right, now this is quite a wet mix at the moment, so what I'm going to do is to mop up any of the extra with, I think it's a Swiffer type cloth at the moment. That's what I'm using. But I'm also pressing that glitter down into my paste. Now that is going directly in the bin because there's no way I want that glitter going absolutely everywhere. And I'm just going to wipe off my palette knife. I've only used one. Right, let's take this out of the way. And I'm going to get a sheet of paper to collect my waste glitter because, if it's tinted, I can still use it. It doesn't matter. So let's peel off these pieces. pick up my stencil, hopefully leaving my acetate in place. And drop off any glitter there. That looks rather pretty, the leftovers. There you go. Right, that is quite clean glitter, so it could actually go into my pot again. And this one I'm going to pick up. Actually, I'll just dump it all in the same place. Oh wow, I think that's going to look quite nice. I do have a little splodge there, so I'm going to see if I can clean that off. There we go. Right. Now, I'm going to put this to one side. I'll deal with that later on. And I'm going to leave this to dry for a good length of time. And if there's any staining around there, I can clean it up afterwards. Right, for the next one, I'm going to do it slightly differently. I've got my acetate there and my stencil. Pop that down and tape it as I did before. So I've no idea what I'm actually going to do with these pieces once I finish them, but you know, that's part of the fun. I'll just use this because this is going to get messy and I really don't want to have to clean everything up afterwards. I do enough cleaning without having to clean up a lot of stuff in here. So I'm going to use this as my palette. And what I'm going to do is put on some small amounts of this paste. More on that one, I think. And I'm going to colour it in situ, as it were. I'm just putting the tiniest amount of green there because there's only a little bit of greenery that I want to make sure stays green. And I'm going to take the tiniest little smattering of the paste and just go over this bit here. A bit more paste, I think. Doesn't have to be really precise, I just wanted to make sure those were tinted with green at least. And so now I'm going to add some colour. Because it's a very concentrated colour, I really don't need to add very much of it at all to get a good strong colour. And I'm not mixing it thoroughly, I'm letting it stay a little streaked. And just putting some accents of colour. Different places. Wipe that off, go back to my pink. That's enough of that. Now this one I'm going to leave just as is. I'm not going to add anything else to it, so that you can see what the Box 3D Deluxe stuff actually does. There we go, and I'm going to set that one aside to dry. Right, another piece of acetate. Okay, so I'm going to go for some blue just there, and add a little yellow into that to make a green. And just pick up some more of the paste. So take another lump of paste, add that in. And that's pretty bright. Wipe that off. The tissue I've got here comes in between my acetate sheets. And now I'm going to come in with some of the leftover colour that I had. And I think I'm going to put some purple in. This is a good dark colour. And I think we need some more pink. So it's good fun, this, because you get variations that you just didn't know you were going to get. And no two stencils would end up looking the same. I'm going to put some deeper colour down on the edge of here. And smudge a deeper colour there. Like so, that looks quite pretty. And you can go to one side, and I can take the glitter that I had originally as leftovers and put it on the top. But I want to put another sheet of paper underneath here so that I don't get it all over my glass worktop. And now I can dump this all over here. And just shake it around. There we are. And leave that to dry and see what the results are at the end of the day. Okay, my experiments have had time to dry now. They've been drying for a couple of hours, I guess. And I've dusted off any excess glitter with this one. Now, this is the first one that I did when I put on the paste, I put on the colour, and then I completely and utterly doused it with glitter. And this looks really, really pretty. I think that is really nice. And it's got a very, very great amount of texture to it. That's going to make a very pretty card front. The second one that has got the glitter on, that's produced quite a nice, more subtle effect. It's got some areas missing because unfortunately I touched it while it was still wet. I thought it was dry and it wasn't. But that's a more subtle effect again. But again, very pretty. And then we have this one where I simply put the coloured paste in. I coloured the paste, which doesn't have a colour itself, with food colouring drops and applied it when it was coloured. And this is a really clean image, and it does have a beautiful sparkle to it, so it's really, really nice. So 3 different effects with the 3 different methods. I like them all. I think if I wasn't going for subtlety, this one would be my favourite. But if I was going for a subtle look, then it has to be that one, I think, where I added the colouring into the paste and didn't use the glitter at all. But they're all really nice. So that's some ideas of some things that you can do with acetate. Thanks for watching. Take care now. Bye bye.